Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, it's morning wherever I am. I'm not quite sure wherever you are. Um, Welcome, everybody. If you have a few seconds, hi, Kate. Type in, let me know where you are, what you're doing right now, whereabouts in the world you are. It's always interesting to know where people are watching from. And also the technicalities of if you can hear me and if you can see me clearly. I know the sun's out behind me, so I'm a bit silhouetted at the minute. But apart from shining a bright light in my face, I'm not sure what I can do about that. Hey, everyone. Hey, Kim. Hey, Riley, Jessica, Kate. Great for you to be here. And I'm honored to be able to present this particular session and help anyone and everyone who suffers from any kind of symptom of anxiety. That's why I do what I do. Initially, my background, I suffered chronic anxiety for years and years, even as a small child, to the point where I basically had to hide underneath my mum's skirt. I was that petrified of the world around me. If anyone said hi to me, I would be behind anything. So shy. But right now, you wouldn't recognize me because I can quite happily stand in front of thousands of people and speak to them without a second thought. And one of the ways, in particularly, that I was able to achieve that is one of the techniques that I'm going to be going through with you today. It's a really powerful technique. It's one of my absolute favorites. So first off, let's go through the checks. Just please let me know that you can see me clearly and hear me clearly. Because last time in the last session that I did live, we had gremlins in the work and the session was cut short about 10 minutes in. So we lost all the meditators and they couldn't see me and we had to rejoin everything. And it was chaotic, but it was a happy learning experience for us all. So, okay, thanks again for joining me. Right now at the beginning, what I want to do is briefly run through who I am, basically introduce myself, to say why I'm here in this post. Is there sound? Oh, there should be sound. Can you not hear me? Just somebody in the comments, let me know that you can hear me, because somebody has said, oh yeah, seeing and hearing fine, hearing fine. Okay, I'll carry on then. My name is Richard Scott. I'm an anxiety specialist. I'm a therapist by trade. And I've learned many mindset disciplines, NLP, CBT, positive psychology, hypnosis, meditation, lots of different things. Another person saying, I can't hear. Just check you've not got a phone or a laptop on mute, because sometimes that can affect. From where I'm sitting, my microphone is working properly. I can see it registering. Tap on the website. Yeah, thanks, Ellen. I'm an anxiety specialist, a therapist by trade, a whole heap of mindset principles that I use. Everybody's scared of hypnosis, but it's so close to meditation. There's just a therapeutic intervention put in there, but it's so close, nothing to be scared about anyway. I'm a former president of an Australian association of NLP and hypnosis, board advisor for a weight loss hypnotherapy association in the UK, global student advisor for the School of Natural Health Sciences, where I learnt my trade. And of course, I'm a meditation teacher here on Insight. And I was one of the first to be brought on board years and years ago. So welcome to you all. Thank you so much for joining me here. I'm honored, as usual, absolutely honored to be able to bring what I know to you guys to see if it can help you in any way. So we've done the sound checks, the camera checks. If you can all see and hear clearly, let's get on with it. So the topic, calm in the face of anxiety. Wow, what a topic. And so much to unpack just in that one simple phrase, calm in the face of anxiety. Let's look at calm. What is calm? To feel calm. I think we can all agree that to feel calm, it can involve both a degree of physical relaxation and then some mental composure at the same time. That's the essence of calmness, a degree of physical relaxation and mental composure. And the face of anxiety, wow, that can look different to everyone, can't it? We can all suffer anxiety and the symptoms and the triggers in different ways. It could be a social anxiety. It could be an outright panic, a panic attack or an anxiety attack. It could be a fear of being judged, a form of social anxiety as well. It could be a specific phobia, fear of needles, fear of flying, agoraphobia, fear of even going outside. That fear often leads into a case of uncertainty, where you're not quite sure how things are going to play out, how things are going to happen. And if something goes wrong, how catastrophic is it going to be? How bad's it going to be? How are you going to pull through it? It's the uncertainty principle. So anxiety can be caused by many, many things. Chronic pain, absolutely. Health, wow. Health anxiety, especially nowadays with pandemics ablaze. There are so many different ways anxiety can affect you and where it all comes from. But behind everything, it most often boils down to, and I often describe this as the definition of anxiety. It's a fear of something that may or may not happen in the future. It's always in the future. Depression and depressive episodes are usually recalling stuff from the past and wallowing in that depressive. But anxiety is always future paced. It's always something that's about to happen that you're not sure if it's going to happen or how well you're going to handle it. It's the premise that you might not know how to react in that future situation. Now, there are lots of things going on in the world at any one given time. Lots of things. And we all have our own stories. The stories that we tell ourselves as how we should behave or how things are going to work out for us. There are those things that you can control, you can adjust, you can influence, you can alter. There are those things that simply cannot be controlled. And there are many of them. I wonder if you actually realize that there will only ever be two simple things that you can actually control. Just two things. And they're your thoughts and your behaviors or your reactions. Two simple things that, with practice, and it may take some practice, that it will become easier and easier for you to control over time. I'm not a wizard. I'm not a magician. I can't just click my fingers and disappear anxiety globally. It takes practice. It's a skill. And I'm often telling clients, it's like going to the gym. You go into the gym once, you can't expect to be fit after that one session, but you will start something. You will start a journey, which might be difficult at first, but once you get into that journey, it gets easier and easier and easier, and you start seeing the results. But there are those times when a stressful situation, it strikes out of the blue. If you're lucky, you might get a little warning. You might get that gut feeling, or perhaps a thought that comes into your head, but often it's a case that anxiety monster just leaps out at you. So in those moments, I know that you'll stand a much better chance of remaining calm and remaining focused if you firstly become aware of the stressful situations and the triggers that can happen at any time. So you can almost expect the unexpected to happen because that's life. The unexpected always happens, but it's how you can handle it. Secondly, when you know that you've prepared a reaction or a behavior beforehand, that calms your mind too, knowing that you've got a backup plan if something actually happens. In these stressful moments, wouldn't you feel better if you had a chance to rehearse a technique, to rehearse, to prepare some balancing thoughts or some good feelings in order to snap that anxious mind back towards clarity and towards positive action? I want to give you a chance to practice just a simple way of kickstarting some good feelings so that you can counterbalance any of those negative, stressful thoughts and the triggers. So I invite you right now. I invite you to take this opportunity right here with me to learn a way to bring back a sense of control within your own thoughts and alternative behaviors when confronted by any external stress situation. So, if you haven't already, I'd like you to find yourself a nice, comfortable place, a place where you can sit back, where you can kick back, where you can recline, perhaps even lay down in a comfortable position. I don't need you to have any strict sitting positions right now. I don't need you to do the thing with your fingers. I just want you to be comfortable, just simply relaxed and comfortable. You can sit on a sofa, on a chair, you can sit on a beanbag, you can lay down, just get comfortable. That's all I want you to do. When you found yourself that comfortable position, have a shuffle around. Have a shuffle around, settle yourself down. And what I want you to do to kickstart your imagination so that we can build in this sense of calm and this relaxation, I'd like you to just allow your eyes to close down. Now, there is nothing sinister behind that. I want you to kickstart your imagination. If you're still looking at me on screen, then you're looking at me. You're looking at what's in my background. Or you're looking around at the room you're in or the place you're in. If your eyes are closed, you can listen to my words, to the ideas, to the suggestions, and you can have them rattle around in your mind, in your imagination, and you can find it easier to visualize things. So when you found that comfortable position, had that shuffle around, close those eyes down. And I want you to begin by taking a few long, slow, deep breaths. Just a little bit longer and a little bit deeper and a little bit slower than normal breathing. And I don't want you to count, like counting in for 4 and counting out for 4. I just want you to take a few long, slow, deep breaths and just hold each one just for a second or two. Just inhaling and holding and then relaxing, perhaps even in a big sigh. And as you exhale, you can just allow any stress or any tension that you may have lingering inside, you can just let that go. Just simply let that stress or tension go, taking a few longer, slower, deeper breaths, holding them for just a little bit. And as you exhale, just allowing any of that stress that you might have lingering to just let go. I want you to imagine breathing in a comforting, relaxing energy. And then breathing out any stress, any tension, any negativity, any pressure, any pains, any strains, just breathing out, letting go. You've no need to hold on to any of that stuff. So breathing in calm, relaxation, breathing out any stress. And allow those breaths just to return to normal, a normal, natural rhythm. Nothing held, nothing restricted. Eyes comfortably closed. Becoming more aware of the natural rhythm of your own breathing. Perhaps becoming aware of your hands and wherever they're resting right now. Becoming aware of your body. And as you rest, become aware that you're beginning to experience this sense of stillness, a sense of comfort and calmness, maybe even a little bit of inner peace. As you breathe in and out, each breath just calmly relaxes you more. Maybe you'll become aware of any textures that you might be touching at the moment. Any sensations that you might feel the surface beneath you. Any particular sounds that you might hear in the background. It's all just right for your relaxation right now. And any other sounds that you might hear in the background can simply remind you that the ordinary everyday world is happening around us. But you're safe and sound right here and now. And you can allow that sensation, that awareness, and that relaxation to now move its way, perhaps starting through the whole facial area, the place where people tend to hold on to stress, a clenched jaw, perhaps a furrowed brow, maybe a stiff neck and shoulders. But you can allow those eyes to remain comfortably closed, and that feeling of relaxation to start in the face area and just spread down slowly through the neck, through the throat. A calm, cooling, relaxing energy just spreading its way perhaps down into your shoulders, flowing down through your arms, hands, and fingers. Just imagine that energy. Perhaps each time you breathe in that relaxing energy, you can send it through your body. Taking a long, deep breath, and as you inhale and exhale, just allow your chest to relax. Any relaxation now just flowing its way down through your spine. Relaxing all those areas as that relaxation just moves down. Let the sensation spread down through your stomach, through the hips, legs and feet. Let that relaxation spread its way all the way down to your toes. That's great. Taking a few more longer, slower, deeper breaths. Realizing that your entire body is becoming more and more physically relaxed. And as the body becomes more and more physically relaxed, it's sending those relaxing messages through to your mind, allowing your mind to become aware that it's okay to relax right now. And as your mind relaxes, what I want you to do is, I want you to use your imagination right now. I want you to keep those eyes comfortably closed and that body comfortably relaxed. And I want you to use your imagination, because we've all had occasions where we felt good. We've all had those times, places, situations where we felt good or felt at peace. Maybe we've just felt cozy and comfortable, a good feeling. So I want you to remind yourself, I want you to imagine this occurrence in your mind. To imagine yourself at a time, a place, a situation, an event, some time or some place where you felt good. Maybe you're imagining yourself at a wonderful place, having a great time. You might be experiencing calmness and comfort. Perhaps you're just enjoying yourself. Perhaps you're performing an activity that you really enjoy, something that just makes you feel good, fills your body with good feelings. And wherever this place is, whatever it is that you're doing, just know that it's a safe place. It's a safe place where there is no stress and where there is no anxiety whatsoever. It's just you feeling good, thinking good thoughts, enjoying yourself. It could be some place that you've been to before. If you can't think of a real life stress-free place, then I want you to go ahead and create one in your mind. Just think about a place. It can be a fantasy place, the most relaxing, serene place in the world. Or it could be a real place that you're bringing back from memory. But I want you to imagine it now. I want you to think about that place, and I want you to picture it. Picture it in your mind. Maybe it's a holiday destination. Maybe it's your front room. Wherever it is that you're closing down those eyes and imagining right now. Use this time to recall a really relaxing place. Some time, some place, some event, or some situation that just fills you with good feelings. Like I said, it could be a holiday destination, it could be a front room, it could be a place way, way out in nature. But wherever this good place is that you're thinking about, just think about it. Think about this place that's free from tension, free from stress. A time, a place, a situation that provides great feelings. Put yourself back there right now. Just thinking about it. You might surround yourself with objects or activities that you find extremely enjoyable. I want you to take a few moments right now in this state of physical relaxation and this calmness. In these few moments, I want you to create this scene in your mind, this wonderful place. Create this scene in your mind right now. Take yourself back to an amazing place, a perfect place. And I want you to allow this time, this place, this situation, and these good feelings to absolutely fill your mind and body. Positive thoughts, good feelings, really nice sensations. And while you're in this place, pay attention to what you can see. Pay attention to what you can hear. With your eyes comfortably closed now, body physically relaxing, creating this amazing place in your mind, putting yourself right there in this wonderful place, using that imagination, making it as real as possible. Looking around in that place now, seeing what you can see, hearing all the sounds that you can hear in that place, making it as real as possible. And while you're in that place right now, I want you to take a few longer, slower, deeper breaths. And as you exhale each time, just blowing away, releasing any stress or tension, and breathing in that relaxation, allowing yourself to relax even more, breathing out any stress. And perhaps on, let's say, the third or the fourth deep breath, as you blow out any negativity whatsoever, just allow yourself to soak up even more of these fantastic feelings of being right here in your special place right now. Just feeling great. Wherever that place is, it doesn't matter. Just a place that you feel fantastic. Breathing out any negativity, inhaling positivity, and just soaking up all the energy of your perfect place right now. Realizing that you're in a safe place where nothing but calmness or joy or fun or pure relaxation surrounds you. I want you to commit this place to memory. This place that you're imagining right now. Commit it to memory. All the sights, all the details, whatever you can see, whatever you can hear. Are you indoors or outdoors? How hot or cold is the weather? Perhaps whether it's spring, summer, autumn, or winter. Think about whether it's morning or afternoon or evening. But I want you to notice everything about your special place right now, your perfect location. Because in the future, anytime you find yourself confronted by what used to be an anxiety-provoking situation, or any kind of stress or negativity, all you'll need to do is begin by taking those 3 or 4 deep, slow breaths and allowing yourself to begin to remember all of these feelings that you're feeling right now. in your perfect place, the good feelings, and allow your mind and your body to come straight back to this wonderful anxiety-free feeling, this stress-free place, this calmness that you've created for yourself. So right now, we've physically relaxed our bodies, we've engaged our imagination, we've found or created a perfect place. We've immersed ourselves in those good feelings, in that great place. And we've breathed in and out, and we've released stress, tension, pressure, pain, anxiety, blown that away. And we've inhaled, we've breathed in, we've taken on board good feelings, calmness, relaxation. In this moment right now, in your perfect place, just feeling great. So let's go ahead and try it right now to ensure that you fully understand the technique that I'm taking you through. Right now, I'd like you to think of something or a situation that may be causing you a little bit of stress, a little bit of tension, or creating a little bit of worry or anxiety. Maybe you're afraid of a specific situation, maybe like I mentioned before. Maybe you've had an argument with someone. Perhaps you're just feeling very uncertain about things or very nervous about something that's about to happen in the future, perhaps. Whatever the situation is, wherever you are, and whatever you're doing, it's entirely up to you. But I want you to begin to just allow yourself to imagine it right now. Just a little bit while you're here with me. As clearly as you can, I want you to imagine this situation right now. And as soon as you have your situation to mind and start to feel a little bit of stress, pressure, nervousness, worry, or anxiety, only you know those feelings. I want you to just sit with those feelings for just a few seconds, safe with me. Sit with those feelings for just a few seconds. That's great. So now, what I want you to do is begin taking those few long, slow, deep breaths. Remember inhaling calm, positive energy and blowing out all that negativity from the moment, letting any negativity, any pressure, stress, strain flow away. Breathing in positivity, filling up those lungs and allowing yourself to feel better by coming straight back to your perfect place. That's right. I want you to bring yourself back to your special place right now. On that third or fourth deep breath, just allowing yourself to fully return back to your amazing place once again. Put yourself right back there in that situation, allowing yourself to physically relax or physically enjoy yourself or calmly just enjoy the moment. Enjoy that time, that place, that situation, that perfect paradise that you've created or are remembering in your mind. Put yourself right back there right now, remembering your special place, your enjoyable place, and feel those feelings of being right back there again, feeling content. No pressure, no strain, no stress. Just notice how good it feels to return back to your perfect place, bringing back on board all those great feelings. And hold on to those good feelings for a moment. Let this positivity flow back up and down your entire body, replacing any negativity, any tension that you may have been holding on to. Just breathing that stuff out. Just 3 or 4 simple deep breaths. That was all it took for your whole body to feel physically relaxed once again, and your mind to come straight back to your perfect place, just soaking in all of those good feelings. 3 or 4 deep breaths, that's all. That's all it took. So let's go through this exercise one more time, because this is a great way of practicing. just one more time. Let's go through it one more time to prove to yourself that you can begin to take back a sense of control within your own thoughts again. Okay, so once again, right now, keep those eyes closed. And I want you to think of something or a situation that may have caused you quite a bit of stress or quite a bit of tension or anxiety in the past. Create that situation in your mind right now, here with me. I want you to see that situation. See where you are. Notice what you're doing. If it was the same situation that you just thought about a few moments ago, then I want you to intensify the feelings of that situation just a little bit more to allow yourself to experience some of the tension and stress you would normally associate with that anxiety-provoking event. Just a little bit more than you did before. And when you're in that situation, remembering it, imagining it, reliving it, when you've begun to associate with that anxiety, the nerves, the stress, I'd like you to just hold on to it for a few seconds. Hold on to those feelings for a few seconds. Just sit there with me. A few seconds. That's fantastic. You're doing really, really well now. So let's take those 3 or 4 long, slow, deep breaths again. Just breathing in relaxation. And then breathing out any negativity, just blowing it away from you. Breathing in those positive thoughts, replacing all the tension that was there with those good feelings, returning yourself back into your amazing place once again. Coming straight back to that special time, that situation, that location, that perfect paradise for you. Immerse yourself back into your special place. Really put yourself back there right now. Allow yourself to truly and fully enjoy this great place, both mentally, calm, serene, or active and enjoying yourself, and physically, calm and relaxed, or active and enjoying yourself. Whatever's happening in your perfect place, it's absolutely good for you. So allow these positive thoughts, this inner sense of strength and the self-belief and the good feelings to flow over you, around you, and through you once again. Let this good positive energy fill you up inside. And I want you to hold on to these feelings of being right there back in your dream destination. Let this positivity flow through your mind, right the way up and down through your entire body, every single fiber of your being. Allow every part of you to feel fantastic, every single molecule from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes, just feeling wonderfully good once again. Because right now, you've begun to learn an absolutely powerful technique which allows you to regain that control of your thoughts and your feelings and your behaviors, to control your own anxiety levels. And you did it by simply taking a few long, slow, deep breaths and bringing those positive feelings back into your body and the calmness back into your mind. 2 levels. And the more you practice this technique daily, the more you practice it many times before encountering any stressful situations and even during those situations, just breathing the stress out. The more you practice this technique, the more powerful, absolutely powerful, those positive effects will become. Each and every time you practice, just like going to the gym, you'll find that it just gets easier and easier to return yourself back into that state of controlled calmness. That controlled calmness that you've created for yourself. You created this all by yourself. So I want you to sit with these good feelings just for a moment more. Sit in this perfect paradise for you, this amazing place or time. Notice what's around you, what you're doing, where you are, all the details, what you can see, hear, sense, feel, all the good things. Have them surround you. Immerse yourself in this amazing feeling. And I want you to keep that feeling with you. Keep those thoughts with you. because right now I'm simply going to count from 1 up to the number 5. And when I reach the number 5, I'll say fully aware. And on that count of 5, you can slowly let your eyes open again and return to being fully aware, feeling calm, rested, refreshed, relaxed, perhaps even empowered and enjoying yourself. So let's slowly begin with the number 1. Slowly, calmly, and easily, just returning yourself back to full awareness once again, keeping those eyes closed for the time being. Number 2, each muscle and nerve in that body just loose, limp, relaxed, chilled, feeling good. 3, from the top of your head all the way down through your entire body to the tips of those toes, just feeling perfect in every way. Physically perfect, mentally perfect, emotionally calm and serene. And 4, underneath those eyelids, your eyes beginning to feel sparkling clear. On the next number I count, you can then open those eyes feeling fully aware, feeling calm, rested, refreshed, relaxed, invigorated, perhaps filling with good energy again. And 5, fully aware now, eyelids open. Take a nice long, slow, deep breath, perhaps even have a stretch if you want. Welcome back. I want you to allow yourself to take a few moments just to acclimatize again. Naturally, feel free to tap in a few comments when your eyes work again in the chat area, just to let me know how you progressed through this technique. And like I said before, I've personally suffered from anxiety for many, many years, so I know firsthand just how debilitating it can be. And that's why I've invested so many years in researching and mastering the techniques that I've used to kind of rebalance your own mind. Naturally, I'd love it if you could find a place in your heart to support me here in my mission to help everyone else who suffers with anxiety in any form. So I can bring more frequent live sessions and those recorded meditations to everyone here at Insight Timer and globally. Supporting me by hitting that donate button or the like button, just sharing. As always, I'm eternally honored. I'm honored and I'm grateful to be able to sit here where I am to help anyone else who's struggling. Anyone who has a question or anyone who has any feedback, type it into that little comment box and I'll see if I can answer any questions or just say hi. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can put up a recording of this session. I think Insight Timer feeds me back with a replay of it. If I can grab that, I'll put it up on my YouTube channel after this event. I think I get provided it after a day or so. So I'll put this recording back up. In the meantime, as you're all on Insight Timer, feel free to visit my profile on Insight Timer. And one of my recordings is this specific 3 deep breath technique, the one that we went through today. So if you get yourself on my profile, look for, I think it's releasing anxiety in 3 deep breaths. Have a go with that one, because that's the one. If you can do that, daily, that's the one that's going to reinforce this particular thing. Just had Nancy, thank you. Try to practice daily. Very good. Practice makes perfect. Absolutely. I'm always saying the more you can practice, the better you will get at something. And it's the same with this. The more you practice adjusting the thoughts, you will train this muscle, just like you train those muscles. This one needs training. Diana can't find the donate button. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm looking on my screen right now and I can't see a donate, but maybe I can't donate to myself. If anybody can help Deanna out, that's fine. Sorry. Nancy, you are blessed. No, I am too grateful to have found you. I'm grateful you're here. I'm grateful I can help, Nancy. This is why I do what I do, because I've suffered from anxiety, stress and tension, and I've learned how to master whatever's going on in there. And that's why I now present. In fact, I've got an event tomorrow as well, a live event with people coming into the room. I love to teach anyone and everyone that you can adjust this tool in here to eliminate that worry and that anxiety. Thank you, everybody, for guiding down to that donation. That's fantastic. So very helpful. Thank you, Leslie. Great one. Like I said, searching, it's kind of hard for me to keep a thought. Yes, absolutely. It's a very great comment. Perhaps this is the first time you've ever tried this particular technique, but the more you try it, the more adept you come at it. Like holding on to a thought. An anxious mind is often an overwhelmed mind. So you have many, many thoughts going in at the same time, and it's difficult to begin to focus on one. That's why, if you go down to my profile, I think I've labeled them as the mental floss. I've created a little series of little 1, 2, 3 minute mini meditations, micro meditations, for those people who specifically find it difficult to click on a thought and focus on it and become absolutely intent focus on that thought. I want to reduce the time it takes to keep getting back into these meditative processes. So if you can go through my 1 minute meditation and 1 and 2 minutes and 3 minutes and 4 minutes, you gradually build up focusing that thought. And then you can sit there for hours. I mean, this particular technique that I did today, it's what I do when I have to present. If I have any nerves, if I have any kind of stressy feelings, firstly, I tell myself, this is just excitement that I'm feeling. This physical sensation that's going around is excitement. We all know that it's a stressful feeling or an anxious feeling. But if I call it excitement, my brain thinks, oh, it's the same feeling. It's like going on a roller coaster. You get the shakes, the sweats, the nerves, a little bit trembly, but you're actually excited because it's an adrenaline rush. That's what anxiety is. It rushes you with adrenaline, norepinephrine, all the cortisol hormones, and they get your body ready to fight or flight. So I tell myself, first, this is excitement that's going on. Secondly, I take my 3 deep breaths. And whenever I do that, on that third deep breath, I'm not in the room anymore. I'm not doing whatever I'm doing. I'm actually cuddling my little girl. Best feeling in the world. Wherever I am, whatever I'm doing, 3 deep breaths for me puts me back cuddling my little girl. And that's my perfect place, just perfect. So I then just drop any nerves, drop any stress, any tension, and I just flood myself with these, oh, this feels great, these feelings. And it works. Thank you for the recording. I'll check your channel on YouTube, share with the family. Thanks. Thank you very much. Will this work for really stressful situations? A good question. Practice, because it does with me. You can apply it before you go into a stressful situation. You can use the technique to calm you down. When you're in that stressful situation, who can see you taking 3 deep breaths? Who knows what you're doing? But I can be sitting here right now, just taking those breaths. You don't know what I'm thinking. And the other person causing stress doesn't know what I'm thinking, but I'm taking myself back into that good place. So it absolutely works to help you keep calm. My next live event, I'm hoping to do these things weekly. Schedule being okay. If I can do them weekly, if not fortnightly. But whenever I can, I want to throw as many live sessions there. Mind over matter? Yes, absolutely. Sandy, you've got it in one. Mind over matter. Is it normal for physical anxiety symptoms to be persistent? Never seems to go away. That is chronic anxiety, isn't it? Where they're all the time there. It kind of points to a state of overwhelm, existential anxiety, and that's usually down to like an uncertainty principle. You're not sure what's going to happen or how bad it's going to be or if you're going to survive it. But the physical symptoms, the shakes, the sweats, the nausea, all of that, this is basically the first step in getting through anxiety is to learn how to create a polar opposite within your body, within this physical sensation. And that's why sitting still, just sitting still, will begin to calm your body down. Because if you think about it, if you're up and jogging around and running around, your body's getting all this physical exercise, your heartbeat's going, shaking, sweating, you're bringing on board some of those symptoms of anxiety. If you're sitting, relaxing, reclining, just laying back, chilling, your mind might be going off on thoughts, but your body learns that it's okay to physically start to relax. When your body starts to relax, it starts to become a little less acidic. It goes into relaxation and restoration mode. So that sitting still, laying still, can start to alleviate some of the anxiety physical symptoms. Once you get yourself sitting still and relaxing physically, you then take the next step of starting to fine tune your mind onto the thoughts that you want it to go on, rather than the overwhelming thoughts that it's trying to kick you into. And that's just a case of focusing your attention on a specific thought. And if any other thoughts pop in there, I mean, you can physically say, stop, and put yourself back on the good thought again. It's like riding a bike. It really is. It can be difficult at first. It can be challenging. But if you hold your attention on a thought for a second, and then 2 seconds, and then 5 seconds, and then 10 seconds, you can start to meditate for a minute, 2 minutes. Quite often, quite a lot of my clients are professional clients. They're in the top leagues of industry. I'm talking the multimillionaire CEOs. They find the time to nip off to the loo. They sit in a cubicle, and for 2 or 3 minutes, they just take their mind away. Physically relax, take the mind away. Nobody can see them doing this, and only you and I know that they're doing this. But that's what they do. Just a few minutes helps them calm this down, relax this, and then they go out and they slay their competitors. They kickstart their own business. So it works on every level. Some people have had very difficult lives and don't have happy memories to call on. What do you suggest? Amazing comment, amazing question. Yeah, quite often when I'm using this technique, especially when it's the first time somebody's used it, they find it very difficult to bring back a good time. So don't use your memory. Create your perfect place. You may have had a life of abuse and trauma and tragedy, and at face value, let's not generalize, but everything could feel absolutely rubbish. But what would your perfect place be? Would it be relaxing on a paradise island, just alone, isolated from anyone else, just calm and no one interfering with you? It could be that. It could be just walking through a forest. It could be sitting down in a field. It could be curled up on a sofa. If you start to imagine what would be your ideal situation, you know you've had trauma in the past, you know you've had all this tragedy, but what would make you feel good right now? Just what would make you feel chilled? And the more you practice focusing your mind on that positive situation, even for just a minute, that's going to give you that focus to be able to then use the 3 deep breaths and bring yourself back into that situation. And I'm not kidding anyone. This can be challenging. It's a simple concept, a very simple concept, but it's not always easy. It's simple, but it's not always easy, but it does take practice like anyone. So even if you've had the most horrendous life, and I've heard horror stories in the 15 years professionally that I've treated people all day, every day, full time, 15, 16 years now, I've heard some horrific horror stories, but they've been able to say, okay, that was what I've been through. But guess what? I'm still here right now. And I've been able to remind them that they are the survivor. They're the hero in this journey. And that every step forward they take, they're slaying dragons. They've been through all that hardship and they're still here. So they are an ingenious survivor. and they can start taking little baby steps towards living a life that they want to. I'm going on and on now, and I know I've overrun by 5 minutes. Insight Timer will give me a slap. Yeah, always happy to give advice. Anyone can send me any kind of DM here on Insight Timer. Or let me just, reach in at the camera here. If you check out the comments that I've got right now, this one that I'm just typing in, I've just typed in, that's my email address. That comes straight through to me. So if anyone wants to ask any questions or anything like that, pop an email to me. I try to answer everyone that I can, and I think just this morning I've received 120. So give me a second, but I will try and answer any email I can. So check me out on Insight Timer. I think I've got about 15 to 20 different things you can look through now. It should come up in the feed. I've typed it out. It's Richard@Mynd.works. Richard@Mynd.works. I don't know if you can. Let's test the camera out here. No, it's backwards. No, that's how you spell mind. I know this is backwards. Sorry. Mynd.works. Richard@Mynd.works. So send me an email and I'll answer any questions. But I've overrun now, and I think I'll seriously be getting some slap wrists. So, like I said, I'm very honored to be able to present. I'm glad to be hosting these sessions, and I'm going to do a lot more, schedule permitting. But I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming here today and sharing this with me. And let me know how you get on with the techniques. So, for now, have an amazing day or night, depending on wherever you are. Could I repeat the email? Yes, Richard@Mynd, MYND .works, WORKS. Richard@Mynd.works. Thank you so much for any donations. Thank you for all the likes. And I absolutely appreciate you being here. But I'm going to have to go now. So I wish you all a happy and amazing life, and seize the moment. Live your best life. Be the best at being you. That's all you can be. Thanks for now.